Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for the crypto neo news, education, opportunities, and macro updates. My name is Lucas.
My name is Ryan.
And we've got some neo. We've got some airdrops because we love talking about opportunities in crypto, and airdrops are one of those biggest opportunities. And of course, this is an exciting blockchain that's being airdropped because we talk about interoperability and all the exciting development happening in the IBC. And there's something unique about diffusion finance. And of course, what is this? It's an AMM. It's a DEX, so it's a place for DeFi and blockchain. But historically, we look at the early creations of like Uniswap on Ethereum, which was just for ERC20 tokens, or you go over to Avalanche, Trader Joe, or some of the other AMMs that are out there. They're relegated to that chain and those tokens. And what's going on here? Well, first of all, what's so cool about the IBC and EVMOS?
Yeah, well, let's talk about the IBC. This is it's a network of blockchains, right? They are all built on the Cosmos Tendermint foundation, so they can be made. They're interoperable. You can swap from one to the other directly without having to go through a centralized intermediary like an exchange, right? Because these are all part of the same ecosystem, the IBC. Cosmos is the granddaddy. That's the hub for this blockchain of blockchains. And the cool thing here is that you don't need a bridge, right? So we've heard a lot about exploits and hacked funds from various bridges that have had bugs or flaws, and this is a way of having interoperability, but without having to introduce the fragility of a bridge because of the fact that these are all made on the same protocol, to use for lack of a better word.
One of these names stands out. So all these, of course, this is the IBC ecosystem, but EVMOS, we've talked about EVMOS a long time ago, and EVMOS, this blockchain itself, came with a purpose. This whole blockchain was created to bridge the Cosmos, there's the MOS, and
right.
the Ethereum,
the EVM world
machine, the EVM.
Yep.
I guess it's EVM OS or EVMOS. Is it EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine, and then OS for Cosmos? Or is it EV and MOS for Cosmos? Go either way. But the point is it's a blockchain to help bridge, to help bring together the interoperability of the IBC ecosystem with the seemingly disparate, separate, isolated area of the Ethereum world, the Ethereum virtual.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. So it's kind of like a David and Goliath situation here. You've got Ethereum and the EVM world, massive valuations, large amounts of money invested, a lot of institutional investment in Ethereum and the related chains. So, and then the IBC is, while interoperable by comparison, is a little much smaller. So by bringing in this direct connection between the Ethereum world and the IBC, the idea is that there's a lot of liquidity that's gonna be made possible to be able to go to the IBC that otherwise would have been kind of walled off and siloed. So if anything, this is bringing liquidity to the IBC from the Ethereum, the Ethereum world. So very bullish for IBC projects in general because of what EVMOS makes possible.
And you mentioned this in the world of DeFi, for those looking for blockchain crypto DeFi opportunities for farming and staking and helping grow. There could be, we see some active high APRs to help bring that liquidity over their ecosystem being offered right now. Oftentimes, those who jump in first and early can take advantage of those early rewards programs. Now, this is still very, very early. What's so exciting about this, this is so early, we're talking about in the early days of learning how to bridge two different blockchains together. I can foresee in the future where all these are just, people are just clicking buttons. You don't have to worry about how to send Gmail to Hotmail because email is going to get there. But there was a time maybe where that required some behind the scenes computing. And so That's where we're at right now. That being said, we talk about macro updates in the state of the market all the time, and I want to just continue to drop that seed in all the videos we do, because we're not sponsored, we're not promoted, we're not telling you to run out there and put the whole kit caboodle inside of Diffusion Finance. It's more about understanding where development is, where the growth is,
Right.
what people are working on and what they're building. And we'll continue to state the direction that we feel the macro market is heading for some time. We make no bones about it that we're in the middle of rate hikes and some more stuff happening. That being said, blockchain and crypto still, and we'll continue to show the macro outlook, there's amazing development happening despite the prices and despite the consolidation that's necessary around traditional markets as well. We're looking at a lot of new, more building happening and more industries coming into blockchain. So definitely
No
some
doubt.
place for opportunities. I feel strongly about that. We like to walk through the airdrops. This is an airdrop and to show how airdrops work and how you can be qualify for airdrops, which is basically if you're supporting a company. Let's say you have a Costco membership card and a new company starts selling their stuff to Costco, and they want to attract customers. They may say, well, tell every Costco member that they get a free widget or that they get a discount. And
Yeah.
basically, this is targeted marketing. Airdrops are ways of bringing new tokens, new crypto, specifically to active members or members of specific communities. So
Right.
here we've talked about some, we'll talk about more. This is a website. It's great for tracking airdrops on the Cosmos IBC ecosystem. However, does it show the diffusion airdrop?
No. Yeah. That's one that I did not see on here. So that's kind of what got us to want to plug cosmospug.com, because it does seem to be a little more complete as of right now. You can click on airdrops. You'll see that there's a claimable button where you can see what's available right now, and diffusion pops right up. I believe it's a second one. There you go. So let's take a look at the qualifications that you need to meet in order to be eligible for this. So you would have to have staked either EVMOS or have or be participating in an Osmos liquidity pool to be able to claim this, as well as I believe Juno, staking over 50 Juno. So yeah, those are the qualifications. And then there's a link below to claim the airdrop.
Now they also Friends validator. If you were staking Osmo to a Friends validator, Friends,
Yeah.
IBC Friends is another fun, very active NFT community on the IBC, and you will often find in these proof of stake networks communities around validators too. So if you support the IBC Friends validator or other validators, you will be eligible for airdrops or gifts relative to those communities. So very, 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 very neat, very cool the way proof of stake communities reward those who support the network and keep it strong. I guess we click right here, claim airdrop.
Yep,
That's
right.
See what happens. Live action. And when airdrop, you need to download Kepler Wallet first or reload the page.
Yeah, that often happens.
I do that. That's a safety. You can set a privacy, security to where websites don't automatically click. And like you mentioned before, requesting a connection, approving this request will no wallet address be able to request signatures. Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
Good to read. Sorry, you are not eligible.
Well, that's just, see, there's 4 tabs, so you have to go through each one.
Oh,
so if you're, so the staking osmosis, you didn't meet that requirement.
That does not make sense. How could I not be a staker? I've been staking osmosis. Osmosis existed.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I know you have over 100, I'm sure. So
it says I have some for Juno.
Yeah, You have, and then so here's where you enter in your MetaMask address, right? So this is definitely showing the interoperability cross-chain nature of what EVMOS is doing. So your rewards are calculated from activities that you did on Kepler, but they're going to airdrop you the diffusion token to your MetaMask EVMOS wallet.
Very cool. And if you've checked out some of our other EVMOS videos, you're familiar with EVMOS. That is how EVMOS works. They actually link up your Kepler MetaMask wallet blockchain address signature with a MetaMask Ethereum blockchain wallet address signature.
Yeah.
And that's how they're able to do this. So you are connecting. It requires you to have a MetaMask wallet and a Kepler wallet, but they're free, easy to create. And then once you do that, you're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so
I think you probably have to click register.
Let's register and see what happens.
Maybe a small gas fee. I'm not sure.
Yep, a little bit of Juno. So what? Oh, I guess because it was through Juno that was ordered, and it could be that EVMOS would use the EVMOS token.
Yes, I believe that's.
And if
I believe that's right.
If you won from staking osmosis or providing liquidity, then you know what it was? I think it was staking osmosis on
the Friends validator, I think. Yeah, that's right.
There. Okay. So much to keep up with. Okay, you successfully registered Diffusion Airdrop. It will take up to a week for us to distribute the next batch. Okay. Well, let's see about EVMOS. Is that something separate?
Yeah, it's a separate transaction.
And I'm eligible for a little bit more.
For that as well.
That's great. That's good news. Not being eligible for the osmosis LP and staking, that was surprising to me. Usually those I qualify for, considering just sat there and left it since it started. But it might be a specific LP. I just had to see that frowny face one more time.
Yeah, so weird.
But this is how you do it. You'll click on, if you're a member of any of these communities, or you provided you've been staking osmosis, providing liquidity, check it out. This is how you do it. This is how it works. We walk you through it. What is diffusion finance? What are you earning tokens? It'd be like earning Uniswap tokens. It's an AMM. It's a DEX for IBC connecting to the Ethereum world. This is an EVMOS AMM.
That's right. And you could even say, based on the graphics, that it looks a little bit like osmosis in terms of the chemistry aesthetic.
Absolutely. And osmosis has been a very, very fast, efficient, just leader, innovator when it comes to AMMs and the IBC. So that's good to see that kind of connection. And osmosis continues to serve the IBC very well. In the beginning, if not still, they were having transactions for free. Literally, it cost 0 gas fees, which was great for helping bring people into the community and not worrying about having enough for gas fees to get started.
Right. Yep. So here you can see they have farms. You can stake. There are a list of bridges that you can interact with. So it's a pretty handy little resource.
Check it out, bookmark, do your own research, because nothing that we're giving you is commercial advice, financial advice, legal advice, marital advice, medical advice. It's just educational, entertainment, research, information. We like to talk about airdrops in crypto. We like to talk about those opportunities that are out there in the IBC, Ethereum, outside of Ethereum and the IBC. You got Algorand, Near Protocol. There are other blockchains. We'll continue. Polygon.
We're going to focus on
when it's up and running. Just kidding. That's just a joke, Sloan. But yeah, so there are opportunities, and there's stuff going on in the world at large that we're going to have more macro updates, so you can understand what are these policies, how are they going to affect blockchain in the future of crypto. While in the short run, it may look a little berry and hairy and scary, in the long run, reality is things couldn't look much better. It's really a beautiful time to take your time to learn and get involved. And, you'll start to find out that people working in powers of politics and people in different relevant companies powerful places in entertainment, and others, they're all looking to find ways to incorporate, to get involved, and to participate in blockchain and crypto in different ways. So take your time. This is a great time to be alive. And until the next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all.
Thank you.
I gotta wait for this thing to pop out of my way. Now I can end the recording.